Among the English-speaking Celts, the hollowed-out turnips and the pumpkins that they eventually switched to were known as Jock or Jack of the Lantern, referring to the spirit guide that lived in them. That's where that name comes from, Jack of the Lantern. Jack of Lantern. It's the spirit guide that dwells in the pumpkin. All right, everybody got that? That's not God. I'm telling you, that's a demonic. That's a demonic practice, and as believers, we shouldn't even get involved with it. You want to eat pumpkin pie? That's fine. But we shouldn't be carving out pumpkins and putting a light in there, because we are not practicing or participating in a practice that is a devil's practice. Y'all okay with that? Amen. All right. The next practice we want to talk about is trick-or-treat. Now, this used to be my favorite one, because we could get, in my day, we could get almond joy and all that kind of stuff. The Druids of old adhered to strange dietary restrictions, okay? On the night of the Festival of the Dead, Halloween as we know it, the Druids would go from home to home demanding these peculiar foods. If the people complied, the Druids would pass on in silence. However, if their demands were not met, the people and their homes were cursed with trouble, sickness, and death. They would put a curse on them, so to speak, okay? Our modern-day version of carrying out the trick part of this practice has been to curse the people by using profanity and by throwing things such as eggs and fruit at the houses and sometimes at the people. Because I can remember when I was young, if they didn't give us what we wanted, through time, we threw oranges and green oranges, threw eggs, and we took toilet paper, like you said, and put it all around the trees and sometimes around the cars. You know why? Because we didn't get what we want. That's the same thing the Druids did. They put a curse on the people because they didn't get what they wanted. See? And so we modernized it. All right, we didn't hex them. But we cursed at them. As a couple of people we shouted profanities at. All right, so we modernized the tradition. Through these antics, we are continuing the traditional practice of invoking a curse on the people and their property because we didn't receive a treat. That's what the trick is. The trick is they got tricked and we didn't get a treat. That's demonic. That's not love. God is love. Everything that God gets involved with is love. Amen. Amen? Amen. All right. Another practice is the wearing of masks and costumes. This also originated from the Druids. During this night of rituals, Halloween, the Druids sacrificed animals and sometimes humans, okay? Often they wore the skins of these animals. Dressed this way, the Druids would engage in fortune telling. Villagers also dressed in hideous masks and costumes in an effort to disguise themselves from the evil spirits. They was trying to hide from the evil spirits. In our modern day celebration of Halloween, we took this practice of wearing masks and costumes to another level by wearing them as we go from door to door seeking treats. Now, I know that, and we're going to get into this later on in the lesson, I know that churches have what is called a church harvest festival. And what they've done, they took the monster mask and turned them into angel masks. But changing the mask doesn't change the ceremony. Changing the mask doesn't make it as less sinful or less evil. If I rob the bank with a monster mask and say, well, you know what? I don't want to do that no more. I'm going to put on an angel mask. The crime is still being committed, whether I change the mask or not. Something for you to think about, because I'm going to teach on that as we get into this lesson. The next practice I want to bring up is bobbing for apples. Yep. Now, remember, I said that in the first teaching that Halloween originated from the Festival of the Dead, which came about during Samhain. And Samhain is was like the end of summer. Okay, so what happened was, since Samhain was the end of summer and was the beginning of a new year, much fortune telling was done concerning the coming year. They did a lot of fortune telling. Many things were done to invoke good luck, which meant finding favor with the evil spirits for that coming year. When we tell a person have good luck, we're telling them to have favor with the spirits, evil spirits. Believers do not deal with luck. I don't want favor with the spirits, the evil spirits. I don't want them to give me favor. I want them mad with me. Because if they mad with me, then I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
That's right.
If they happy with me, then there's something wrong. See, somebody said that if you are walking and you never run into the devil, it's because he's walking with you.
That's right.
And y'all walking in the same direction. So sometimes you need to run into the devil, you know what I mean? So I don't want them happy with me. I don't want to have favor with them. So we should never tell a person have good luck. Because you're telling them to have favor with the spirits, the evil spirits. All right? Y'all still with me?
Amen.
All right. A very popular form of receiving good luck or favor with the spirits was to kneel down around a tub of water with apples floating in it.
A bottom for apples.
Now, the first one who could get an apple out without using their hands or teeth would have good luck or favor with the evil spirits in that coming year. With your face, you have to take your face and bring it out like that. In this ritual of bobbing for apples, the people had an additional practice that they participated in. Each person would peel his or her apple, trying to get the peel off in one piece. Those who participated in this event believed that by removing the peel in one piece, it gave the peeling particular power and caused them to gain even special luck or special favor with the evil spirits. If they were able to peel the apple without breaking the peel, making it whole, they believed that the peel, by doing that, received special powers that gave them even greater or better favor or luck with the evil spirits. Now, we say that sounds ridiculous, but you'll be surprised what people believe today. You'll be surprised what people get involved in today, what they believe. I can remember a few years ago where this lady was teaching that if you drunk this poison, it was a spaceship behind a comet, that if you drank the poison, you would be, the poison would kill you, you'd be supernaturally translated to that spaceship and go to heaven. I think 11 people, how many? 9 people participated.
That was the Doe, wasn't it Doe?
I don't know the name of it.
Doe, Doe, the guy's name.
People believe, I mean, you'd be surprised at what people believe. And most of it because they won't pick up the Bible and read.
Started that.
That's how we're deceived a lot, because we won't read the Bible.
That's right.
So people can tell you anything.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember Jim Brown.
All right. The last practice that we're going to look at here.
They never use him for a
bonfires. A lot of Christians participate in that. They have fun with that, but they don't know the root behind it, the meaning behind it. Bonfires originated from those nights of human and animal sacrifices, where the remains of the bodies were thrown into the fire. The next morning, all that was left were ashes and bones.
Ooh.
The original name for the event was bonfires.
Bonfire.
But they took the E out of it and called it bonfire. But the original name was bonfire, because when they sacrificed the humans and the animals and put them in the fire, the next day all was left was ashes and bones. So when we start a bonfire, we're celebrating the sacrifices of human and animal